Gas City Speedway in Indiana is a proving ground for young drivers trying to make the big time. Tonight, up-and-coming sprint car racer Richard Ott is out to prove he has what it takes to be a champion. Richard is sitting behind a 410 cubic inch V8 engine that reaches speeds of 130 miles an hour. Richard's mother, Debbie, is in attendance this night.
I love the sport, and I know there's dangers, but I try to put that at the back of my mind.
On the backstretch, Richard makes a push for the lead with a risky move on the outside. His gamble has disastrous results.
From the way that car was flipping and the way it landed in the fence, I just feared for his life.
Debbie's only goal now, get to her son.
My immediate reaction was fear, trying to get out of the stands fast enough to get down there. I had tears flying down my face, and I was just running as fast as I could to get to him.
When Debbie and the safety crews arrive at the scene, they find Richard has already been pulled from the car.
When I got there, I saw him laying on the ground, and he was complaining of his neck hurting. I didn't think that the outcome of this was going to be favorable for him.
Debbie stands by helplessly as a paramedic straps her son to a backboard.
I was in the worst frame of mind. I didn't think he was going to come out of it.
Fearing a neck injury, the rescue crew takes every precaution necessary as they rush him to the ER. As hard as it is to believe, Richard walked away from this violent accident with nothing more than a sore neck. Richard recalls the night his racing skills were put to the test.
The car itself rolled 7 or 8 times in the air. It never really touched the ground. I didn't really feel anything other than the car hitting the fence and the fence bringing it down, pretty much like a baseball hitting a glove.
The danger wasn't over for Richard after the car came to a stop.
Eventually, I realized that I was upside down and there was fuel leaking out of the car. And one of my friends that had come with me that night ran over there and pulled me out of the car.
Being able to walk away from an accident like this has put things into perspective for Richard.
Yeah, I really do feel like I'm lucky to be alive, especially the way the car took off like that, and the way I landed. I didn't know how bad I was going to be hurt, but yeah, I do feel really lucky to be here.
If he's to make it in the pros, Richard and his mother will have to put this wild ride behind them and get back to winning races.
After that crash, I was still for racing. I love racing, and I was ready for him to get back in the car.
The accident really never changed anything. I still like to compete. I still find myself being a very competitive person.